We're here to celebrate the beginning of the construction phase of the making of a school in the heart of East Village in the Idea District. There have been dozens of phases, but today marks a huge milestone for the board, the staff, the students. We know this day also marks a significant milestone for downtown San Diego. We're fortunate enough to have so many people pulling for us, many of whom are here today. Several of those champions you'll hear from on this stage in a few minutes. First, it's my great pleasure to welcome City Council President Todd Gloria. Thank you, Todd, for making time to be here today.
Thank you, Maylin. How about a round of applause for Maylin and all the staff that have made this so possible? We had a meeting not too long ago where we were a little concerned about if we'd ever get to this day. And, you know, everything that's worth doing, you know, it takes a little bit of hard work, it takes some time, but this is a good learning lesson for the kids. If you work hard enough, anything's possible. Am I right? That's right, boys and girls. And this is a great example. I'm so thrilled to be here. I think some of you know that in addition to being the council president, I have the incredible honor of representing downtown San Diego on the city council. And so that's why I'm here today, because we want to, our goal, our objective always is to build better neighborhoods. And you can't have a truly great neighborhood unless you have truly great educational opportunities, particularly for families. We have come so far in downtown from the community that it was when I was your guys' age, where we didn't come downtown a lot. But now we've created a vibrant neighborhood that's really teeming and that families want to come to. And for all the moms and dads who are here, I know you've been waiting. I know that you want a facility that is worthy of your children. And I'm glad to be able to say that with today's groundbreaking, we're so much closer to that. This is happening in a greater context. As I mentioned, lots is going on here in downtown, and particularly where we're at right now. Downtown, as you know, is made up of multiple different smaller neighborhoods. And we happen to be in the East Village, which is the largest individual sort of borough, if you will, of downtown, with 700 businesses encompassing 130 blocks. This is really where it's at. And you've seen that the city's made an incredible investment where we can't quite see it from here, but our new central library that we opened just a year ago in this community, I hope it really signals to you all that we really care deeply about this community and we're going to invest like we mean it. Now, that is backed up and happening because we have incredible neighborhood advocates. And Joan Wojcik, where's Joan at? Is she here today? I'm sure she's on her way. She's looking for parking. That's the victims of success, is that parking becomes worse. Joan is the president of the East Village Residents Group. She's backed up by Kyle Peterson. I think I saw Kyle somewhere in the audience, who's the chair of the East Village Residents Group's project subcommittee. And then, of course, they've been led by the long-standing advocate, the guy who'll go to any neighborhood in this city to talk to me about East Village, and that's David Hazen. David, where are you at? There he is, with the East Village Association. All these folks working together to give us the kinds of things that we want in the community. So what's on deck? Because today is a humongous milestone. But as I know, you expect more from me than just that, and I got 2 more years to give it to you, so I'm going to do my very best. You know that we've opened, well, yeah, thank you. I appreciate that reaction. We've got the library, we're opening Urban Discovery Institute, or we're breaking ground. We have, of course, our East Village Green, which is just a block from here. That would be finally the neighborhood park that is needed in this neighborhood. We're making steady progress on that. Of course, the Idea District, the 14th and Island Park that's underway right now, and of course, Maker's Quarter, which we're also a part of. So much energy, so much vitality, and to the young people who are here, I'm so glad you're going to have the opportunity to witness all this incredible change. I can't wait to hear from you what you think about it. And again, to the families that are here, you are our pioneers. You're the city that we're building this for. I know increasingly what citizens are asking for are vibrant urban culture in our community, and that's happening right here in East Village. I'm glad we can deliver on it today. Lastly, because I'm really the guy to just push the yes or no button, that's about the end of it. As you can tell from how I'm dressed, I don't just swing a sledgehammer or use a shovel. But the guy who does, who's going to bring a lot of those projects to fruition, is our next speaker. He is a recently installed new president of Civic San Diego, a longtime presence in this community, and someone understands that his marching orders from the mayor and from the city council is to make incredible investments to creating real, vibrant neighborhoods. Would you please put your hands together for the president and CEO of Civic San Diego, Reese Jarrett. Reese?
Thank you, Council President Todd Gloria. I'm so happy to be here. As you can see, Todd gets to wear the suit and tie, and I've got to run from project to project to make sure that we're doing the right things to make downtown the kind of balanced and livable community that we all look for. I'm just so excited that the Urban Academy is going to be a part of downtown San Diego. It is such an important part of the fabric of completing the lifestyle for downtown San Diego. And because of that, we have so many things that Todd's already mentioned that are going on, that Civic is involved in. We're helping to be the spearhead to see that these projects move forward, that we are a partner and a catalyst working within the community. I want you to know that my daughter grew up in an urban school downtown, and her experience has led her to become a freshman at the University of California at San Diego, and I'm so proud of her. And would you give her a round of applause? And so it is very important that we continue to expand on the fabric of downtown and to allow for families to be able to live, work, play, and educate downtown. And this is just an exciting and an absolutely precise type of development that should take place here in our community. And the East Village is such an important segment of what is growing into our downtown fabric. And so I'm not going to keep you out here in this hot sun. I want to congratulate you kids for working so hard to make it possible for this project to take place, because you put the vision and the need in the minds of the people that made this happen. So thank you so very much for all of your effort. Thank you. Thank you. And of course, downtown is a coalition and a collaboration, and one of the most exciting organizations that we have that push downtown and keeps downtown in the hearts and minds of all of San Diego is the Downtown Partnership and its president, Chris Michelle.
Oh, thank you. Hi. Okay, I'm going to be brief because I think I'm one of the people that stand between you and a package of Skittles. So I'm going to be brief, I promise. But this is just a conversation between us, just us kids, okay? I remember grade school. It was the best years of my entire life. And you know what happens in downtown sometimes? Your parents will move down here, and then you get older, and then they have to move away because they didn't have a school for you to go to, a good school. And so today, we have that good school. Isn't that great? So I want to thank your parents for being able to stay in downtown. And I want to thank you for being involved in such a cool school. It is the best, and we are so proud. And if you want to know who is the man that made this happen, because it happens to be a man, you want to know who? The mayor, and who else? The council president, Mr. President Todd Gloria. Let's give him a hand. You got it right. You guys all are going to get A's today. I can feel it. And then there's another man that you may not know as well, but your parents know. And his name is David Hazen. And David Hazen is the chairman of the East Village Association. And he's the one who said, we need this and we need this now. So join me and let's welcome Mr. David Hazen.
Thank you. I think that was a little overstated, but we're all in this together, believe me. And to see these kids, I got to tell you, I got a grandchild who's about 1.5 years old, and I can't wait till she's this age, and my heart will really go pity-pat. Let me tell you, it's the best. But let me just tell you, when I first came to work here 40 years ago in the East Village, in that building right over there, the East Village was a mishmash of manufacturing, warehouses, flop houses, and social service providers. Not exactly what one would call a welcoming environment for living, let alone development. It's amazing what can happen in a few short years when people with vision work together to create and fulfill a vision. This is exactly what happened in the East Village. By working collaboratively, we have been able to move the East Village from being the forgotten corner of downtown to a bustling center of redevelopment. The building of Petco Park was a seminal moment in this transformation. From there, the sky was the limit. And now, as we emerge from the economic downturn, once again, East Village is on the move. New apartments, condos, and office buildings are either out of the ground or in the pipeline, and businesses and residents are once again looking to locate in the East Village, the most vibrant area of downtown. As these changes have occurred, the need for schools to meet the needs of new residents was obvious, but not easy to accomplish. The East Village was fortunate to get the E3 Civic High School and the iconic downtown library, but we still needed a K-8 facility. The Urban Discovery Academy stepped into the breach, and when their new building is completed, they will help to meet the demand for quality education in downtown San Diego. It has not been an easy road for the UDA, but they have persevered, and because of their determination today, we are breaking ground for their new facility. I salute Mei Lin and her board, wherever you are, all of you. For staying the course and making UDA in the East Village a reality. You have shown what can happen when you believe strongly in a vision, and the East Village Association welcomes you to our community. We look forward to working with you in the future, as we have in the past, to ensure that what you have started succeeds beyond your wildest dreams. Congratulations on this great accomplishment, Lynn, the board. All you children, we welcome you to East Village. And now it's my pleasure to introduce the hammer of Makers Quarter, the urban planner for Makers Quarter, Ms. Stacy Pennington.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Stacy Pennington. I'm an urban planner, and for all of you kids, an urban planner is a really awesome thing to be. You get to touch and think and dream about what the future of cities and regions and entire areas are. So love to chat with anyone about that. But I'm an urban planner from Makers Quarter. Makers Quarter is a part of, just to kind of give you the context of where we are, we're in East Village, obviously, downtown, and we're within the IDEA District, the Innovation, Design, Education, and Arts District, and education is a key word there. And it's all about the confluence of all those different pieces. And the Makers Quarter area is basically the area between here and the freeway. And we promise to be a very vibrant live, work, play, and learn part of the downtown and the overall community of San Diego. And we couldn't be more thrilled to welcome you starting today right here, but then afterwards at Silo. And then we hope you walk across the street to Smart's Farm, which is downtown's first community garden, which you can participate in. And we hope to have everyone over there quite often. We are just so thrilled. The key to a successful, thriving downtown for the future, I believe, is really a combination of education and jobs. And no one really in this area has led the charge for education downtown, within the downtown community, more than Sherm Harmer right there. He really started. He led an effort to really understand the needs of the community and translate that into the kind of the movement ahead. So with that, I'd really like to introduce Mei Lin Levine, who you all know, and from my perspective, it's been her and the board's tireless commitment to achieving this. That's been key to moving it forward. And I would just like to thank Mei Lin and the board and all of the parents and teachers and students for helping to make this a reality. Welcome.
Thank you, Stacy, so much for your kind words, but more importantly, for your support. We've described our school over the years as the little school that could, regardless of what hurdles been placed in front of us, and there have been a lot. We've been able to overcome them. It's a wonderful time for new beginnings in so many ways. Amongst this group here today, gathered here today, we have former board members, parents, teachers, and students. All were a part of a school called Harborside. Doug Austin, Reese Jarrett, Lori Korovec, Alma Romero Evans, Colleen Marble, Gonzalo, myself, and a handful of families are here celebrating UDA. When I think of all the things that had to happen and the people we had to meet and the way we had to meet them to get us here today, it's proof that Urban Discovery Academy was destined to be right here, right now, and here for the next 50 years. I'm so thankful to CCDC, and specifically Sherm Harmer, for the formation and hard work that went into the Downtown Education Task Force. If it were not for that task force, Urban Discovery Academy would not exist. For it was through that task force that I met Sherm and Nancy Scull, who's on our board now, and worked with Terry Burgess from San Diego City College, and folks who attended the meetings helped us navigate and chart a course to create a charter school. Through that, we were introduced to Greg Mosier from Procopio, who fought with and for us to get the district to approve our charter, which was another huge hurdle. Looking back through the thousands of emails over the years, I came upon an email last week that's funny. I'd forgotten how long ago it was that we made an inquiry about this building. I wrote him January 2009 about this building right here behind us. And he said, oh, there's going to be an RFP for that building in a few months. That was January 2009. The RFP came out in, I think, fall or spring of 2012. So because of that timing, we knew we had to find a different alternative, and we found a temporary home in our former location that was, we only had that building for a year. Imagine that. As soon as we moved in, we had to start to look for another location. Terry Burgess from San Diego City College was a member of that Downtown Education Task Force, and it was through him that I was able to make contact on that building. All of the people that you meet and the situations you find yourself in, leading to something, but we're not sure what. We've already woven ourselves into the fabric of East Village through the people here today. In the crowd here today are city leaders, representatives from East Village Residents Association, from the East Village Association, from the Downtown Partnership, as well as design students of mine from San Diego City College who happen to be working on a branding and signage effort for David Malmuth and Pete Garcia of the Idea District. In addition to our UDA family, students, parents, teachers, and board members. People kept telling me along this way that if it were easy, Malin, everyone would do this. This has been single-handedly the biggest endeavor I've ever encountered in my lifetime. It's because, I'd like to at this time acknowledge the rest of the Urban Discovery Board of Trustees, as they have worked tirelessly alongside me for 7 years as volunteers to ensure that this school is successful. Dr. Ed Abeda, Judge Gonzalo Curiel, Esther Laporta, who's not here today, Nancy Scull, I saw her somewhere, and our amazing administrative leadership team, and Dr. Jenny Taylor, the director, Dr. Megan Murray, our assistant director, Tony Romano, our business manager, Kimmy Orton, our administrative assistant. We all know that success is measured in so many different ways. Urban Discovery Academy could be considered successful just based on its annual reviews of the school district when it comes to review and assess the school. We could also measure our success in the high level of academic achievement. We could measure our success in the high number of applications, or maybe in the faces of 394 smiling, happy, motivated students. Or we could measure our success in the retention of our quality teaching staff. Yeah. Or maybe we could measure our success from our fiscal management. Imagine what it took year over year during the worst economy to ensure that the school has over $1 million in fund balance. Thank you in great part to the oversight of board members Dr. Edabeta and Esther Laporta. What we learned in this process was that in order to qualify for, be considered for, a 50-year ground lease, receive a high rating from Standard & Poor's, and be attractive to the bond market, that it was all of those things together that made us worthy of the $10.5 million financing necessary to build this beautiful school. There's no denying that UDA is successful in every direction, by every measure, and it's because of the leadership of this board and the administrative team, the high caliber of teaching staff, and the boundless energy of our parents that support our school in every way. And to the students who work so hard every day to become lifelong learners. Congratulations to the UDA family for working so hard to achieve this incredible goal. Thank you. You know, the serendipitous way that we got here is a great story for another day, but there are some really important people that are the real reason we're standing here today. Peter Wright from Quality First Commercial. Peter, are you here? Whose creative problem solving led us to Doug Austin and Evan Gerber with AVRP, the architects and designers of this beautiful building. Which led us to Derek Davis and Davis Reed Construction, who will be in charge of building our school, and a whole host of subcontractors. And of course, it wouldn't be, we couldn't be here also without our partners in Procopio, Chip Eady, Greg Mosier, Sarah Rosen, and David Coleman. Which led us to Brian Colin of R.W. Baird and the bond underwriting team, and to Gordon Cofton and Josh McGowan of KCM Project Managers. So you can see how we didn't just somehow grow this team from knowing what we were doing. One person led us to another person, led us to another person, and we've been able to amass this incredible group of supporters here today. We couldn't have gotten this project done in time for next year without Mayor Kevin Faulkner, Council President Todd Gloria, San Diego Community College District, Sherman Sam from Urban Housing Partners, Civic San Diego, the Downtown Partnership, East Village Association, Stacy Pennington and the Makers Quarter, East Village Residents Group, David Malmuth and Pete Garcia from the Idea District, and special assistance and guidance from our friends at Langford and Associates. Whoops, I lost a page. Sorry. I'm so nervous and hot, I apologize. Okay, today's event, right now, here where we are, was because of the generosity and support from Stacy Pennington and the Makers Quarter, Jennifer Davies from the San Diego Downtown Partnership, Marissa Mallory from J Public Relations, Ron from Alchemy Restaurant, Josh from KCM, Chris Lavin from La Mesa Today, and the UDA Network staff and teachers. I would like to specifically thank my sister and business partner, Amy Levine, for supporting me, but more importantly, supporting UDA every step of this during this long journey. I did this for my kids, both of whom are products of UDA, and in honor of my mother, who was a third grade teacher. The goal of the Board of Trustees of Urban Discovery Academy has always been to create a thriving, vibrant legacy for downtown San Diego. We never gave up on that dream, and today marks a milestone in that quest. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope that we'll see you all back here in August for a ribbon cutting ceremony. And we hope that you'll join us down the street, just around the corner, a block away at Silo for a big celebration. Thank you so much.